Hello, everyone. I am Peaceful Nick the Medium. I am an evidential medium specializing in healing messages. Welcome to everyone who is here. I appreciate you being here. And if you have any questions, as always, please put them in the chat. I have a bunch of stuff going on, but tonight we're going to talk about what happens after you die. So if you have any questions about that, please put them in the chat, or anything else about mediumship or cards or being a psychic or anything like that. Please put those in the chat and say hello if you're here. I appreciate that. I do want to make some announcements before I get started on the subject at hand. I would like to talk about my digital downloadable course. So I'm just doing my announcements, so be patient. And I'm dropping everything on my desk, of course. My digital downloadable course, you can get a hard copy on Amazon, or you can get the digital product off of my website. All the information is scrolling down below. It is chock full of finding your clairs, how to make a connection to spirit, what clairs do you have, how to become a medium. It's equivalent to a 6-month beginner's mediumship course, and it has exercises, information, and journal prompts. It is a wonderful value for a very inexpensive price, especially if you want to learn on your own. I also have, if you want more one-on-one guidance, I have classes that are 6-month mentorships that are small groups starting April 26th. I already have 3 people signed up, so I only have a couple spaces left for that. And that is in a couple of weeks, April 26th. That is the same as the digital course, but it is much more expansive and you have one-on-one interactions with me. So if you have any questions, I have my email and website down below. Next announcement is, and this is appropriate for what we're going to talk about tonight. The Spirit Exchange with Kathy Behrens and myself is May 8th with Hollis Taylor. Hollis Taylor is a death astrology chart expert and will be our special guest. So if you're interested in learning about death astrology charts, please join our a la carte version of the Spirit Exchange. You can find it on my website or on Kathy's website. All of you watching probably know Kathy because we work together all the time. And it's going to be amazing. Hollis will pick one person to do a full death astrology chart reading, and then they are going to teach us all about death astrology charts and how they work. Also, Kathy and I will be doing mediumship readings. It's only $25 to join, but there are limited spaces because we like to keep our group small for the betterment of everyone. I do have a special reading price right now. It's a limited time for a 30-minute reading for only $50. Those are usually $100, so get it now while you can. And hi, Megan. I'm going to say hello to everyone. Hello, everyone over here. I'm also streaming on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. So hello to everyone. Oh, hi, Alyssa on Instagram. I'm sorry, I don't see the comments in StreamYard, so I have to go back and forth. How did you know you were a medium, and was it something you grew into? So how I knew was, this is a great question, and thank you for asking. I was going on with my science life. I'm a scientist. I have a bachelor's degree in biology and a master's degree in astronomy. I'm also an artist. You can see some of my art around the room and my degrees and awards from the organization I work for and my plants. I was going on with my life, working as a science communicator and educator. And one day I had an experience that was undeniable. I've told the story many times. A loved one's son came to me in a vision that was so strong and gave me information that was accurate. I related to his mother. This was the day of his passing. Very accurate, very shocking. I kind of blew it off And then a few months later, the same thing happened with a different loved one who passed, very similar. And then I knew there was something to it. I found a mediumship mentor and took a bunch of classes and got trained to become a medium and then certified to teach mediumship. And I've been a professional medium. This is my 6th year in mediumship, about 6.5 years now. And I love it. And thank you for that question. It's a great question. So if you're on Instagram and you have a question, just be patient because I kind of have to flip back and forth between the pages. Hello, Megan. Hello, Holly. Hi, hello, Diana. I'm glad you're here, Megan. I appreciate that. Hi, Jane. Hi, Sandy. So I have some Spirit Exchange folks here. Hi, Trent. A bunch of Spirit Exchange folks here. So they can attest to and feel free to put it in the chat if you like, how wonderful the Spirit Exchange is. And I'm so excited for Hollis Taylor and the Death Astrology charts. So if you are interested in something like that, please join for one time. We could probably work something out if you wanted to join the annual. We just give you a discount for missing the first one, but whatever you feel like you could do, but it's really good. It's $25. It's 25 or less people. So we like to keep our group small so we can get to as many people as we can. So if you have any other questions, please let me know. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Paulette. I'm glad you're here, Megan, and everybody else. I love my little group that is getting used to me going live every Wednesday. I appreciate it so much. And you know what I really love? That so many people are on YouTube, which I'm so happy about because I'm really trying to get that going over there. So if you're over here and you want to watch me on YouTube, let me know or go over there at Peaceful Nick. Is anybody? Oh, hi, Napa. You did a 3-card reading for me, was very accurate. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. Yeah, I do readings. I do one-on-one Zoom readings. I do email readings. I forgot to mention that. If you want a $10 email tarot or oracle card reading, that's on my website. So if you're looking for a quick message, you can go there and get that, or you can book a one-on-one Zoom session, either one. Angie said, or Trent said, hi, Carol, I'm on the tube and the Facebook. Trent said, I was so grateful to get that reading on the exchange and have to try not to feel guilty for my peeps butting in all the time. Yeah, I saw you were getting another reading on a live stream like a couple days later. I was so excited for you. Angie said, I can't remember if I asked this before, but do you do readings for teenagers or you with a teenager present? So as long as the parent is present and the actual parent is there, and as long as the teenager has, good and normal mental health and doesn't have any severe issues, yes, I do that. But the parent has to be present. So yes, the answer to that is yes. Lori says, hello. Hi, Lori. So we are going to talk about what happens after you die. So the subject is very sensitive. Please let me know if you have questions. I am struggling with a little allergy gunk. Sorry, I'm getting my bracelets. My they're chakra bracelets, which I love, and my little planet chakra bracelets, which I love. Everybody knows I love space. Yay! All right. So welcome everyone who's watching, no matter what app you're watching on, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I appreciate you being here. And please, as a teacher of 20 years, I love answering questions. So please put them in the chat as we go through. Hi, Brooke. Hello, everyone on the Clock app. I appreciate you being here. So Why am I talking about this topic? Hi, Kimmy Cat M. I'm so happy that you're here. Let me know if you have any questions. Tonight we're talking about what happens after we die. So why am I talking about that? I am talking about that for many reasons. Just a personal story quickly. My mother passed away when I was only 15 years old, suddenly, unexpectedly, literally at my feet. And obviously, it affected me for the rest of my life. And so I had panic attacks about death for many, many, many years up until I became a medium. About my ears ringing. That's so funny. Spirit knows. Spirit knows. About 12 to 13 years ago. Oh gosh, it's been 21 years now. About 21 years ago, I had a friend who was a psychologist, and I said, listen, I'm having panic attacks about death, and I don't know what to do because it's disrupting my sleep. And she said, learn more about it. And I thought, no, 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 thank you. Thanks for the advice, but no, I'm not going to learn more about it. I don't want to learn more about it. That sounds awful. Fast forward to 2019, when I had my first mediumship experience and then became trained to be a medium a few months later, my panic attacks went away completely. Haven't had one since. And I had several times a week where it woke me up from a dead sleep, yelling sometimes. And yeah, so my panic attacks went away. So when I did learn more about death, my panic attacks went away. So I have to send a shout out to my girl, Krista Kay, from Nahana, Georgia, who is a psychologist and helped me with that, even though it took me a long time to get to it. So anybody that's on the Clock app, I'm also on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. You can go find those pages in my profile. So hello, everybody. Let's see. I have some questions. Kimberly Pellegrin, do they help with allergies? I'm not sure what help with allergies. I missed something, I think. I don't remember what I said before. Hi, Kimmy Cat. Diana said, how long does it take for the person to completely shut down? Do you mean the physical body? Or do you mean the soul? Clarify that, please. Let's see. Hi, Cosmic 80s. Hi, Ray. I'm so happy you guys are all here. And I love that this community is building up. You have no idea how happy it makes me. I had to open more dates on my calendar because people were booking and booking and booking. It was like all of a sudden a million people, not a million, but a bunch of people just started booking like crazy. So I just opened some new dates today. And this $50 special will go away soon. So get it while you can. Soul and body. So the soul can come and go anytime. Your soul can leave your body right now if it wants. That doesn't mean your body's going to be gone. It just means that your soul has free will to come and go. It leaves your body when you sleep. It leaves your body if you're in a coma, if you have Alzheimer's. Your soul can come and go. Your soul never shuts down. Your body depends on what happens to you, right? So if you just pass from a natural passing, it just happens when it happens. Sometimes the body can be kept alive if there is brain death, for harvesting organs and things like that. So once your heart stops, you have about 7 minutes before the oxygen stops going to your brain and your brain dies. That's an average. So upon the heart stopping, about 7 minutes till the brain is deprived of oxygen for that long and it can no longer function. That's approximate. But the soul can come and go before that, anytime. So hello, everyone, everywhere. Hugs to you, Connie. Thank you for being here. You're welcome, Ray. All right, so next bullet point on my list of things to talk about is, if you're on the Clock app, join me on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, please. Oh boy, a whole bunch of stuff just came through. Kimmy Cat, I was afraid of death, but 3 years ago, when I was at my partner's bedside and had to end his care, I had a death doula do Reiki for opening the veil, and I felt all his people guides. I was vibrating. That's incredible. What a beautiful experience. And it's interesting. I've been thinking about becoming a death doula recently. I've been thinking a lot about that, actually. So if you have any information about that. Oh no. Can anybody on YouTube see me?